Master Jedi, I'm aware that my recent military record might raise some concerns. I want to reassure you that my squad fatality rates have not consistently been this high.
So you only lose all of your men some of the time?
The first squad I commanded after making Sergeant was sent to free POWs being held at a small Imperial outpost. Intel said the place would be lightly manned. Most of the Imperials wouldn't arrive for another 24 hours. Intel was wrong.
I assume you got more than you bargained for.
The Imperials sent their reinforcements a day early. When my squad broke into the outpost, we were outnumbered 10 to 1. We were outmanned and outgunned, but we achieved our objective, freed all the POWs, and came out alive. My squad's casualty rate was 97.4%, but we had no fatalities.
It's impressive that anyone made it out of there with those odds.
They were good soldiers, far better than any of the others I've had under my command. Our mission was accomplished without permanent loss of Republic resources. That squad was effectively trained, and as a result, we achieved victory much more efficiently.
They must have been remarkable soldiers.
They are. Good soldiers are a resource. Yes, their loss damages the war effort, but they are meant to be used. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost. Nothing to report at present, Master Jedi.
Your people speaking of the Empire sound like a distorted echo. When I was born, we thought the rest of the galaxy to be mystery and legend. We had been alone for 1,000 years.
What was it like? I can't even imagine.
We were what you made us. In my youth, Jedi were how you threatened errant children. Obey your masters or the Jedi will obliterate you. For thousands of years, we had total control of 100 star systems. Then the Jedi drove us to the farthest fringe of the galaxy.
The Emperor had subjugated thousands of species. Every non-Force user was enslaved.
They were safe and served to their own capability. This is hardly worth debating. I gain nothing from understanding how your Republic's fools view the galaxy. I am surprised that once your council finishes its brainwashing, any Jedi has a spine left to oppose the Emperor. Perhaps you are young enough to still cultivate the strength of the Sith.
Revan the Exile and I were all Jedi trained. We all resisted the Emperor. What Sith have done so?
That was a surprise. In 3 centuries, I expected to see one test his strength against the Dark Lord. But those strong enough to challenge him are killed young, or co-opted into the Dark Council. Perhaps you are right. Jedi strengths are different, not necessarily lesser. Right. You're wise to keep such close tabs on me.
You can get along without me for a bit, right? Need to pop over to Alderaan. Old friend of mine there got kidnapped by gangsters. They'll kill her if I don't deliver the spice they paid me for.
You realize selling spice is against the law? What's to stop me from turning you in?
They only paid me for spice. Never planned to actually deliver any. A couple of years back, I scammed this gang for a bulk load of credits. Spent everything to set up a refugee hospital in Alderaan. My friend is the head doctor there. I guess the gangsters finally figured out where all the money went.
They're holding your friend hostage until you give them their credits. Or the spice.
I'm going undercover for Republic Customs. Once I deliver the spice and free my friend, the good guys swoop in. Gangsters go to prison and my friend gets your hospital back. Whole plan's foolproof. Won't take any time at all.
This sounds too dangerous for you to handle alone. I should come.
I can take care of these laser brains, pal. You keep the Sith busy until I get back, alright? Those gangsters were smarter than I thought. But the Republic hostage negotiators talked him out of killing me. They were really something.
I assume the woman you went to save also survived.
Old Doc never lets down a lady in distress. My friend got away clean. We never got a chance to catch up, but, hey, that's her on the holo. Probably wants to say thanks. Hey, pretend you work for me, alright? You look terrific, Prudy. Have you lost weight? Love the new hairstyle.
2 years without so much as a holo, and that's all you can say. You abandoned me at our wedding!
Doc, is this woman your wife?
We're just good friends. She's a little confused, that's all.
I thought you loved me. You said all those wonderful things on Ord Mantell.
Prudy, sweetheart. Those were sweet nothings. You should never take those at face value.
My parents flew all the way from Coruscant for a wedding that never happened. You loathsome cad! I wish I'd never met you!
Whatever happened before, Doc risked his life to save you.
I'd never have been kidnapped if it wasn't for him.
Look on the bright side, Prudy. You still have that hospital I bought you.
The gangsters burned it to the ground.
She still loves me. My life's so much more exciting since you showed up. Don't worry, I'm right here.
What's it say? If we have Imperial sympathizers inside the Republic, we need to know who they are. Time to pay House Bayless a visit. He probably tried to blackmail the Imperials, threatened to turn his list over to the Republic, so they killed him.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Glad to hear it. Get these workers some blasters. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Resistance.
Master Jedi, we've got a real problem here. 1 second. Hey, get Haig on the comlink. If they don't evacuate those people in record time, we might as well start digging graves. I'm on it. Sorry. Corellia Chemical's about to blow sky high, and we got a ton of civilians in the blast radius.
What do you need to get those people to safety?
At this point, probably a miracle. The factory took heavy damage when Republic forces tried to run out the Imperials. A fire inside's got the refining equipment ready to overload, and we're almost out of time. If someone doesn't physically shut down those machines, that factory will be one giant chemical bomb going off in a civilian population.
I'll stop the overload. Anything else?
Just get inside and shut down all the refining drives. but it'll be tough. The place is still crawling with Imperial battle droids. And those things won't just stand around while you get the job done. Be ready to move fast and fight hard.
Chupichuta, kasolyeli choy rato kabachuta. Mukili makulunki ni at bompa boshuda. Chakchingwanga la hagwa chikuska ampasa dobiska.
Such events test our resolve. Stay strong and learn from this.
Yunaliska chananga wachitospa inikondinga. Kavatuto omishka kaba no tesma wetia? Kokutichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi pompota.
Why don't you let me deal with this?
Loktupa nupa chirota. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji. Ta ushagwa upa.
This'll help.
General, my forces are on the way.
Glad to hear it. An agent with SIS is bringing us the latest intel on Master Tal Braga. In the meantime, we should form a battle plan to drive the Empire from this sector. It's running riot here. Lagrem Thrakis is one of the chief suppliers of the Republic's war effort. She owns half the facilities in Labor Valley.
The Empire appropriated my weapon factories. They're stealing billions of credits worth of firepower.
What sort of armament is the Empire taking?
My factories produce everything from personal blasters to capital ship torpedoes. The Empire is looting all of it.
I recommend devoting all Jedi forces to removing the enemy from those weapon factories. We certainly need munitions more than the Empire. That's a priority signal from the Supreme Chancellor. Excuse me.
There is more to this than weapons, you know. The Empire also seized my company's base of operations. I want it back. If you were to allocate forces towards liberating my corporate offices, I'd be extremely grateful. And I do mean personally.
Why would the Empire raid your corporate offices?
I've never trusted Corellia's banking system. I convert all my company's monetary reserves into precious resources. Many are hidden beneath the offices. The Empire hasn't found my resources yet, but given enough time, they will. There's no telling what they could do with all that wealth. I run a multi-trillion credit corporation. If you help me, you won't be disappointed with your reward.
Never seen this many Jedi in one place. Blasted impressive. If we're going to retake those weapon factories, your people need to go now.
I want those weapon factories cleared of all Imperial forces. Don't let the enemy escape with any munitions.
General Varsuthra, we've learned the Jedi traitor Tol Braga has sent a strike team to destroy Labor Valley.
Tal Braga is a good man. Whatever he's doing, it's not of his own free will.
With all due respect, I couldn't care less why he's trying to kill us. The Sith have invaded a chemical refinery to create an improvised bomb. The explosion will release a massive toxic cloud. That cloud will kill everyone here and drift into the adjacent sectors, potentially millions of fatalities.